The inlet manifold is a little bit dirty, so I'm going to have to clean it up a bit so that when I fit the inlet manifold it adheres in a uniform way, and then that way there's not going to be any air leaks when it's boosting, when the turbo's boosting. So let's get this cleaned up. Okay, so I'm going to use some shop towel. I'm going to shove that down the inlet manifold ports like so, and that'll stop any debris going down into the cylinders. Okay, so I'm going to use some shop towel. I'm going to shove that down the inlet manifold ports like so, and that'll stop any debris going down into the cylinders. And there you go, here's one I prepared earlier. Right, now we're going to what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a green scouring pad that you usually would use for spray painting. I'm just going to go over that and then see how we go. Okay, right, I've managed to get most of it off, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use a battery drill with a wire brush attachment, and just go over all the hard to come off parts, and then we'll see how we go. That's a lot better. Okay, you've just got to be careful with this that you obviously don't scrape, scratch or damage the cylinder head. Okay. And that's a lot better. Okay, you've just got to be careful with this that you obviously don't scrape, scratch or damage the cylinder head. Okay. And there you have it, completed. So all we have to do now is fit the inlet manifold. Right, as you can see here, I've actually cleaned out the inlet manifold. Okay, now there's no swirl flaps on the 2013 Mini Cooper diesel N47. They must have, BMW must have done away with the swirl flaps because maybe they were giving owners a lot of trouble. Okay, and as you can see here, we've got 4 brand new inlet manifold gaskets. So it's just a case of pushing them into the little slot, which is fairly self-explanatory. And once the last one's in, that's the inlet manifold ready to be installed onto the cylinder head. Okay, so we've got to get these 2 bolts on here for the EGR cooler. And these inlet manifold bolts need to be torqued up to 5 Newton meters for the first pass and then 15 Newton meters for the second pass. So I'm just going to nip them up a little bit using my handy machine. So ideally you want to be working from the centre and working your way out in a circular motion so that everything's bolted down onto the head in an even manner. Okay. Here. Nice and gentle, nice and gentle. Okay, and now what we'll do is we'll get the torque wrench. Okay, set up at 5 Newton meters for the first pass. Right, here goes. Now that's clicking, so that's already at 5 Newton meters. This one. Okay. Okay, I do apologise. I've got some man flu at the moment, so if you hear me sniffling in the background, don't worry about it. Okay, now we'll go on the second pass at 15 Newton meters. Okay, it's a little bit difficult doing this with one hand, so I'll go really slowly. So I'm just getting a little turn there. Okay. And that's pretty much it. All I need to do now is just to rebuild everything, put all the electrical connections back on, and yeah, we'll take it from there. And that's it, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Take care.